collected bribe to tell you to kill the terrorists in your country. By the way, the primary responsibility of every government is the protection of life and property of the people. So if you're unable to protect the life and property of your people, then how dare you come out to say that the IPOB bribed the US government?
Oh, wow, this statement really shocked me. This one really shocked me to the bone marrow. Please, how can IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, that group that is fighting to liberate their people from Nigeria, that they want to have their own country, their own nation, will now go, that small organization will now go to America, bribe Trump, bribe American government, for American government to come to Nigeria, to come and fight terrorists. They are not coming to fight people, but they specify that they are coming to fight terrorists that are killing innocent people, innocent Christians. Oh, does it mean that Nigerian government love the way terrorists are killing innocent people in their own country? If IPOB bribe American government to come and help Nigeria to kill the terrorists that are killing innocent people, is it not a good thing? Did IPOB not help the Nigerian government to fight the terrorists? Is it not a good thing, my people? Did you see how Nigerian government are shooting themselves on their own foot? Let's continue.
The federal government of Nigeria are now accusing the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a self-determination group, of bribing Ted Cruz, bribing the United States government, bribing Donald Trump to be doing what they are doing. They are saying that the reaction of Donald Trump or the interest of the United States or Nigeria right now was due to the bribe this group bribed or offered to the United States government. This is happening when one of the pro-NATO advocates made a statement that people perceive as controversial. But this is sending a direct message to Nigeria. Take a listen.
Dear Christian in the whole world and dear American President, dear European Union, this is Günther Fellinger-Jahn speaking. I'm calling here from Vienna to recognize the Republic of Biafra. Biafra in ex-Nigeria, Nigeria to my regret, and this is a non-working state, and they have committed genocide in 1967 to 1970 against the Christians of Biafra and the people of Biafra, and now they are all well, since the last 15 years, living in a terrible conditions. They are often led for some jihadists to kill them, and there is atrocities about atrocities. And it's much better for the people of Nigeria if Biafra becomes their own state, and they can sort out then inside Nigeria the other issues, or maybe there will be other regions which are better off in this non-working state of Nigeria. So ex-Nigeria must start with Biafra, and the international community, contrary to the 1960s and 70s, must support the independence of Biafra Republic. In the 1967-90, that tragic years, the West was at its weakest. There was the Vietnam War, and tragically Nixon, who was positive for the people of Biafra, but he did very little, and I want to apologize for his failures. And I want to especially criticize and also apologize for the Imperial UK and French governments who were actually supporting, due to all interests, Nigerian centralists' crackdown on the poor people of Biafra. And we, as Christians, as Europeans, should absolutely stand with Biafra and support them. And that's why I call on President Trump and on the European leaders, Ursula von der Leyen, please, I beg you, I pray, recognize the Republic of Biafra. It's no need for military intervention or these things. Just do the political steps of recognition of these poor people to have their own state, to live in security, and of course then recognition goes with the ability to be recognized and also to defend yourself. It's much better than having a military intervention in Nigeria, having the Biafra Republic equipped and armed to be able to defend herself against the potential invasion from the Nigerian centralist forces of that failed state. And so here the defense comes with the recognition, and that's exactly how we should do. Biafra Republic, please my friends, I beg you, recognize it and build a strong, viable state, part of the free world, and that's what I call the Fellinger doctrine and also the Fellinger economics. Yeah? Build a decent state, part of the free world, no BRICS, but OECD, no kind of alignment with genocidal Russia, but alignment with America, with the European Union, with the free world, and we will have a free trade agreement, open economics, of course the flat tax, I like very much, and the currency, which Nigeria never did, to join the Euro-Pact area. This is the best policy for West Africa, and Biafra will be a proud member of the Euro-Pact area, and this will be delivering much more prosperity in the future, and we will trade and we will work together in the global partnership of NATO, and this is my call for Biafra Republic to be independent and to be part of the free world alongside Fellinger doctrine and Fellinger economics. And I thank you very much for your attention. Please, President Trump, please, Ursula von der Leyen, be on the side of the light, of the good people of Biafra, of the Christians of Africa, and allow them their own state to live in security and peace and prosperity. Thanks a lot from Vienna. This is Günther Fellinger-Jahn speaking. All the best. Bye.
Hey, are we hearing that? You know, this chairman, Austrian chairman for NATO, is telling Trump, please do not bother yourself to come to Nigeria to say you are killing the terrorists. Rather, what do you have to do? Go and recognize Biafra as a sovereign state. Once that is done, all this spying will stop in Nigeria. And once you recognize Biafra, equip them. Give them the necessary support in case the Nigerian government will come and invade them. Yes, this is what this man, the point he's trying to make here, that Biafra should be recognized, and he's calling all European Union, all those that matter, to recognize what? Biafra, so that Biafra will become a sovereign state, and all this spying in Nigeria will automatically stop. This is what he said. What do you think in this video? What do you watching this video? Do you love what this man said or not? As we continue watching our brother Marcelo Culture.
Now, you see, I'm having a problem here with the federal government of Nigeria's comments. You can't say that IPOB is the one that is influencing a whole United States government. By the
a whole United States of America, can this cheekily, this small IPOB will do or will bribe? IPOB, I raise shoulder for now. I never knew that this IPOB, they are this massive. Hey, IPOB, I don't fear una from today. Oh,
way, if IPOB could influence United States government, meaning I have been on directing IPOB, meaning I don't know how powerful IPOB is. So for those of you who are IPOB registered member as association, I think you people are powerful. So I have to be, offering my cap for you people. If, as alleged by the federal government of Nigeria, that the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, we are able to influence the world. Let me put it the way it is. If IPOB, was able to influence the world, meaning they are so powerful. Anyway, now let's get back to what this Tinubu's administration said about this. This is a careless statement. It is a very careless statement, undiplomatic statement. That someone asks you to kill terrorists in your country who are killing their people because they believe Christians are their brothers and sisters. You're now accusing him of taking bribe to tell you to fight your terrorists. The first questions I would want you to ask is this: do we have terrorists in your country? The question is yes. We have 10 terrorist organizations in Nigeria. Are they killing people on daily basis? Read my lips. I mean on daily basis. Yes, of course. Including yesterday, including today, and it will still happen tomorrow. Did the federal government of Nigeria have like a gateway where they can solve this problem? Absolutely no. You see, the problem I continue to have with Africans, especially Nigerians, is the way they think. The reason why Africa is like this is the way we think. The reason why Nigeria, upon our natural resources and everything, we are not developing is the way we think. How would you say that the United States collected bribe to tell you to kill the terrorists in your country? By the way, the primary responsibility of every government is the protection of life and property of the people. So if you're unable to protect the life and property of your people, then how dare you come out to say that the IPOB bribe the US government? This is a very diplomatic blunder now to tell you that Tinubu surrounded himself with thugs. These people are not supposed to be in government. They don't understand how government functions. They don't understand diplomacy. By the way, this is after 2 years, getting to 3 years of this man's administration in Nigeria. He don't have ambassadors all over the world. Tinubu's administration don't have ambassadors all over the world. He has not appointed ambassadors. What a bullshit. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? This man don't have ambassadors. So who now can go and play the diplomatic role? Nobody. See, we are just living in a terrain that is not a country. It's not a country. A country without authority on his land. Terrorists are taking over your land. Terrorists have annexed most of your lands. And we have made connections of politicians sponsoring the terrorists. And you are here telling us that, the pro-Biafra people, they are the ones who are bribing the US. This is a very diplomatic. I have never heard anything like this in my life. You just use the clean word, bribe. Like, what kind of schools did you people go? Our forefathers, they were not like this. Despite, even though they can't speak English like me, I can't speak fluently in English like that. But, language is not a medium to measure intelligence. These people, I don't understand the way they think. I don't understand the way they think. This is one of the most foolish things I've ever seen. That Biafra agitators are bribing Donald Trump.
What do you think? I mean, you think we're going to go to war in Nigeria over this? And should we? Good morning to you.
Well, David, I very seriously doubt it, because I expect that the Nigerian government will act at least to give the appearance of doing something to stop the mass killing of Christians there. The big problem here, though, is that the Nigerian government for years, and I've been documenting this on a day-by-day basis at Jihad Watch, has been complicit in this killing. They want the Christians to be killed in Nigeria. The Nigerian government is made up of Fulani Muslims, and they are one of the major groups waging the jihad. Now, should we? That is another thing that's problematic, because when you're coming to jihad, it's a war that never ends. As we are seeing in Gaza, you can't sign a deal and think it's all going to go away. It's just going to keep going, and we saw that didn't work out so well for the U.S. in Afghanistan or Iraq. Maybe it would be better this time to pursue other means, such as cutting off, or finding in the first place and cutting off the people who are funding and equipping the jihadis in Nigeria, and helping the Nigerian opposition and so on.
Robert, these liberal media outlets, unbelievable. I was reading something, I think it was the BBC, there were some others, saying that President Trump has provided no proof of a genocide, and saying that Muslims and Christians both are getting killed over there. Like, they're totally doing not only the moral equivalency part of it, but they're just literally denying that there's even a genocide to begin with.
Well, that makes me think that there must be some very strong leftist forces behind it, because otherwise, why would the BBC and the rest of the leftist propaganda establishment be running interference for these people? But that is speculation. The fact is that the genocide is abundantly documented. It has been for years. It's been going on with the world completely ignoring it. I have the documentation, years of documentation, at jihadwatch.org.
Yeah, good. Everybody should go there, jihadwatch.org for sure. And yeah, you say years. I mean, talk about decades you've been doing this type of stuff, not just obviously with Nigeria, but in other places too.
One thing I've come to know about these white people, before they take any action on anything, they have evidence. Yes, they have evidence. You see, sometimes they will disguise themselves, come undercover, underground, to come and make investigation, make their inquiries. If this thing, what they are saying on social media is actually true, you will not know. They will finish all their documentation, everything they need to do, they will go back. So denying that there is no killings in Nigeria is denying all the Christian killing. Is not going to help anyone, because the evidences are there. Go to internet, you see mass burial of Christians every day is there. It's in Makurdi, that the Bishop of Makurdi has come out and said that over 2,000 churches, over 2,000 churches have been burned down. And IDP camps everywhere. You see people suffering in the IDP camps. Even most time you see they the white will fly, come to Nigeria, go to those IDP camps, asking question, what happened? I think that they are blind when the world is a global village. Why are we denying the fact that these things are not happening? It's just for our government to rise up to its responsibility, to protect the lives of both the Christians and of course the Muslims, because every life matters. Denying will only escalate all this problem, or putting blame on this person, putting blame on this person. Is it going to help us? If actually this small IPOB can go and bribe Trump, bribe American government to come to Nigeria to finish all this terrorism, to finish all these terrorists, so that the buying of innocent people will stop. Is it not a good thing, my people? Is that this small IPOB can bribe Trump, bribe American government for them to come and fight terrorism and keep buying all this terrorism, buy all these terrorists to stop buying innocent people? Is it not a good thing? Is IPOB not doing Nigerian government a favor? Is it not a favor to help them to stop terrorism? Or do they prefer the way people are being buyed? Do they like the terrorism that is going on in Nigeria, the terrorism that is going on? Is that what they are telling me? Anyway, let me know what you think, my people. Let me stop here and let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like this video if you actually like what I'm doing. Thank you so much, and wait for my next update.